Welcome back to Portland, Oregon, heading to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Holly Rowe will tell us more about this special truck serving food a little bit later this afternoon. Let's revisit how the teams made it to this point in the semifinals. 2 pools, 5 teams each. The Central champions from Polk City, Iowa, their record 4-1 because they had to play that extra play-in game today against the West champions from Snohomish, Washington. You see, going into that game, we had 5 teams at 3-1. It's been a thrilling week so far. Michelle, getting to this place, it's different for every team. Each has a different path. What does it usually look like?
Well, typically it's district, sectional, then state. Then you go to your regional. You win your regional, your opportunity to play in the World Series. It's typically pool play. You come through pool play. You have the opportunity to play in the semifinal round. You win that opportunity.
Play for the championship.
Amazing. That's exactly right. These young ladies, they're well versed, man. They know it. They know every step. When you ask them, they are prepared. They know exactly what they need to do to win.
Maggie Larson leading it off for Central Iowa. First baseman. Trying to pick up her third hit of the week. Denied. Madison D'Amato put everything she could into that throw to get Larson.
Well, that ball was struck hard back up the middle. D'Amato, though, just amazing going up the middle. Great play.
Little League Softball provides community softball and international tournament competition. 4 World Series events. They all provide opportunities for female athletes ages 4 to 18 to engage in a fun, competitive environment. For more, visit www.littleleaguesoftball.org. On 1 to count to third baseman Haley Steffen. After revisiting the different paths, let's talk a little bit about Central's path to get here to Alpenrose. They won their states in Polk City, Iowa. Went 5-0 there. And then they went to the regionals in Indianapolis. Some of the parents telling us, Michelle, an 8-hour drive. Most of them drove their families separately to get that one, to that one. And went 6-0 in their regionals. Didn't get all of it. Another test for D'Amato, capably passed. Busy inning for second baseman Madison D'Amato.
Wow, with that great footwork. Moves the ball well. Good first step, so she's timely getting to it.
Isabella Johnson, your batter now. And then the real travel came flying here. They had players left from an airport in Des Moines, Iowa, via Phoenix to get up to Portland. That's a long travel day, too. Parents flew themselves from Omaha, Kansas City. A lot of support here in the stands for Central Iowa.
Carter doing a good job of mixing pitches, curveballs, changeups. There's a flip changeup.
That one fouled back into the stands. The hustle and tenacity of catcher Deanna Rodas, just in case it was in play. She was up and ready. Count even. Tries to straighten it out. Good contact there.
Johnson takes her base. This pitch is going to float inside. You can see when it goes off of her feet. Nice try to get out of the way. First batter that Emily Carter has hit this week. This is her third start. She's appeared in 4 games for Warwick North. A stellar 1.69 ERA to lead the team. Both she and her fellow pitcher, Sierra Ritchie, tied with 12 strikeouts apiece coming into the semifinals. Ritchie actually the leader in innings pitched, 12 1/3 to 10 2/3, but really comparable work from the 2 pitchers for Warwick North Little League. I like that, they have the ability to rely on 2 arms instead of 1, just in case something happens. That ball bounces away from Otis. Johnson scoots to second. Not 2 outs, but a runner in scoring position for Central Iowa. 1-1 to right fielder Ella Kaler. The foul tip there. Ella's twin sister Emma, also on the team. She wears number 1. Ella and Emma are not identical twins, they're fraternal twins. Ella's considerably taller than Emma. We will see Emma Kaler at some point in the game because of the mandatory play rules here in Little League. Yeah, I love that. Bring along the young ladies to play ball, not to just sit on the bench. Full count now. Got her swinging, strikeout to end the inning. Emily Carter erases her mistake from the previous batter by knuckling down.
So she can see.
Snack's an important feature at any Little League World Series, especially here at the Softball World Series in Portland, Oregon. Oh, a smoothie. They're so healthy in the Pacific Northwest, aren't they? Remember, our coverage of the Little League Softball World Series continues tonight with our second semifinal between Salisbury, North Carolina and Seguin, Texas. That's at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 local here on ESPN2. And then tomorrow night, the championship game, 9 o'clock Eastern, the 2015 Little League Softball World Series on ESPN2, also available on Watch ESPN. Little workout there, getting ready for that second semifinal. That's the Southwest squad from Seguin, Texas. Getting some cuts in the cage, see the ball and feel warm. The front toss, love that. It's my favorite hitting drill. What makes it your favorite, Michelle?
It's just because it's realistic to what you're going to see in the game. When the ball's traveling right at you, you have a chance to get your hands in rhythm. You get loose, really work on mechanics.
Michelle Smith, Tara Capuano, and Holly Rowe with you from Alpenrose Stadium for the Little League Softball World Series. And 1-0 count back to the top of the lineup for the East champions. It's that one onto the grass. Perfectly placed single to start the inning.
Madison doing a good job getting that front foot down. You see she gets those hands to contact, just inside outs the ball onto the green, and that's really what it's all about. You don't want to get around the ball, you want to keep those hands inside the ball, punch that ball into the green, and that's exactly what Madison does.
Olivia Murray back in her special pinch running role. And we just saw Murray, Michelle, in the last inning. She came in to pinch run for Emily Carter.
Yeah, that's one of the rules that Little League uses, is that the special pinch runner can come in once per inning. Does not count toward mandatory play, however, so you'll see the young ladies enter in and out of the game as a special pinch runner, but again, it does not count as the mandatory play.
So she's already come in to pinch run for Emily Carter, and now she's come in to pinch run for Madison D'Amato. 0-1 to Richard. Olivia Murray is this team's speedster. 9 stolen bases we mentioned earlier for Warwick North. 6 of them belong to Olivia Murray. She's 1 for 2 here this week, and her hit was a triple. Big swing there. Now to count 1-2 for Alyssa Richard. Goes over Richard's head. Alyssa Richard has a unique batting stance. Full count now.
One thing that's always interesting about hitters is that it can vary, obviously, from player to player on the team, but she's extremely low, bent over at the waist. And a lot of times hitters that hit out of that position will do better on the low ball, not the high ball. They just start to stand up under a high ball. It tends to pop that up.
Full count. Richard into left. Wow. Isabella Johnson made that adventuresome. Holly Rowe also on an adventure. She checks in from inside the Nellie's food truck. Holly?
Well, this is an actual British bus, double-decker bus, that the state of Alaska purchased 21 of these beautiful buses in a tourism project. Well, the very first bus overturned, and so they scrapped the project. So the Sale family from right here in Oregon purchased this bus and turned it into Nellie's. Now, this is very special because this bus, they run, 10% of the proceeds go to Danny Hope's Trust. That is their daughter, Danny, who was actually hit and killed in a crosswalk by a bus in Portland a few years ago. They said, we decided we were going to change the karma of buses for our families, so 10% of their proceeds go to that foundation to help families who need to bury their children unexpectedly. So a beautiful story, a really awesome bus, and the Sale family doing things here large, and kind of a fun story on how it got here. The lady from the shack, the snack shack here, was driving down the street, saw this beautiful bus and said, hey, come on over to Little League, and here they are this year. So really fun addition to us here at Alpen Rose this season.
Thank you so much. You can't get somebody to find a story like that better in the business than Holly Rowe. We had tears in our eyes when she was sharing the history of Nellie's food truck with us last night at dinner.
Yeah, definitely a very sad story, but I love the way the family has turned around. The opportunity to make a difference to other families even through their loss. And no place better to help share that story than here, a bunch of young ladies trying to fulfill their dreams.
3-1 the count now to RBI leader for Rhode Island, Deanna Rodas. Well hit into left, nobody under it. That'll roll to the wall. Murray surely will try to score here, and does so standing up. Warwick North on the board. A little surprise, Rodas held up at second.
Rodas just takes this pitch up in the zone and just punches it. Look at the way she gets so much power behind that ball, just drives it out to a warning track. Two hops, that 209-foot fence. Her teammate easily gonna score. You can see the East is excited to get that first run up over Central.
And then a chopper off of the bat of Kelsey Burr. That one was tough to play. Haley Steffen did a great job with it.
And this ball just stopped. And I like the way that Steffen moves into that 5-6 hole, picks it up. If she'd allow that ball to go